gonna do another video showing how to roast coffee in a hot air popcorn popper. Because the last time I did this, well actually the first time I did this, I really didn't know what I was doing. We have some green beans in there, green coffee beans. They are from Sweet Maria's. It's a Ethiopian, and it's one of my favorites. You can see I've already roasted most of it because I can only do a third of a cup at a time in the popcorn popper, but it works out great. So here I am, I'm making, this is essentially a Christmas present from my mother, who's seen me on my blog making, coffee, roasting coffee, so I figured I'd send her a pound of home roasted. So here we go. Turn it on. And this is what you're looking for in this type of popcorn popper. There's one that has the coffee beans around. And I recently bought this. It's a digital voltmeter, but it has temperature settings and a thermocouple, so you can actually measure the precise temperature. It's really important for coffee, especially if you like lighter roast. Like I like a city to a full city roast, which is 444 degrees. Notice with this, I like this, the wire thermocouple moves around with the coffee beans, so it's telling you the exact temperature of those coffee beans. This was a very inexpensive device. I bought it at Fry's for $29, and I do use voltmeters from time to time, so it does double duty. It's actually a nice voltmeter. Then, as I said in an earlier video, I bought this Chef Mate popcorn popper at Target for $19. And I've used it I don't know how many times for coffee. And this particular variety, the Ethiopian variety, does really well in the hot air popcorn popper, especially for a full city roast. We'll be getting close to the first crack here in just a few seconds. Usually comes at around 400. There we go. Now what I'm looking for is a good, nice cracking. And then when that gets up to 444, I'm going to turn it off and then pour it over there and cool it down real quick. Okay, there we go. Turn it off. Dump it. Now we gotta cool it off. The easiest way and the quickest way is to just do it in a strainer like this in front of a fan. Blow some of that chaff away. That's about all it is to it. Just let that cool down a little bit. I like to test it with my own fingers to see. Plus rough it up a little bit and knock some of that chaff off as well. Just blow. It takes a little bit longer to do it this way because you can only do a third of a cup at a time, but I'm doing this whole pound as a gift, so I would have stopped after a couple of roasts because I'm the only one that drinks coffee in the family, so I can roast a small amount and then grind it as I need it, and then just pop a little bit more into the roaster because it's real easy. There's no mess. But I'm roasting a whole pound here, so it does take a little bit longer. Like I mentioned earlier, this Ethiopian variety seems to work really well in the hot air popcorn pot. I don't like to use that one for darker roasts, for like espresso roasts, because it will cut out because it has a thermal sensor inside of it, and it will cut out when it gets too hot and you can't finish the beans. But for something like this, for the full city, it works perfectly. Okay, pour it in. Just let that blow away. Okay, Merry Christmas, Mama.